Welcome back, everybody. Today, I'm going to teach you how to deploy a GitHub project on Vercel. This is an incredibly useful skill. If you want to take your code from GitHub and make it live on the web quickly and efficiently, Vercel makes deployment simple. So let's walk through this process step by step. First, open your web browser and navigate to vercel.com. Once you're on the home page, you'll need to log in using your credentials. Make sure you have your account details ready so you can sign in smoothly and access your dashboard without any delays. After logging in, direct your attention to the upper right corner of the screen. Here you'll see a button labeled Add New. Click on this button, and a drop-down menu will appear with several options. From this menu, select Project. This action tells Vercel that you want to start a new deployment project, which is the foundation for bringing your GitHub repository online. Now, before you can proceed further, you'll need to connect your GitHub account to Vercel if you haven't already done so. Since I've already connected my GitHub account, the process moves forward seamlessly. However, if this is your first time, Vercel will prompt you to authorize the connection between your GitHub and Vercel accounts. This connection is essential because it allows Vercel to access your repositories and deploy them directly from GitHub. Once your GitHub account is connected, navigate to the section labeled Import Git Repository. Here you'll see a list of all your available repositories from GitHub. Browse through this list and select the specific repository you want to deploy. After selecting your repository, click the Import button. This step pulls your project files from GitHub into Vercel's deployment system, preparing them to go live. At this point, you have the option to customize your project settings. If you wish, you can change the project name to something more descriptive or memorable. This is entirely optional, but it can help you keep track of multiple projects if you're managing several deployments. Take a moment to review any other configuration options that might be relevant to your project. When you're satisfied with your settings, click the Deploy button. This initiates the deployment process, and Vercel will begin building and publishing your project. You'll need to wait for a few seconds while Vercel processes everything. During this time, Vercel is compiling your code, setting up the necessary infrastructure, and making your project accessible via a live URL. Be patient, as this step is crucial for ensuring everything works correctly. Once the deployment is complete, you'll see a confirmation message indicating that your project is now live. At this stage, click Continue to Dashboard. This takes you to your project dashboard where you can view your live site, monitor performance, and make any future updates or adjustments as needed. And there you have it. You've successfully deployed your GitHub project on Vercel, making it accessible to anyone with the link. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, subscribe, and see you in the next video.